Oh, yes. You know it makes total sense. Right. Alrighty, Mandingos. Welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, and thank you for joining me on another Wednesday night wild camping adventure. Today I'm back in the Lake District. I've just parked up at the little village of Grange, which is in the Borrowdale Valley, and we are going to do a wild camp up on the top of a hill which is called Castle Crag. You better believe it is. It's going to be fantastic, guys. The weather is absolutely tremendous. It's a little bit breezy, but that's keeping me cool as I'm walking down this country road. Yes, guys, I have got some whiskey in the old Baghdad. I've got plenty of drinks. Jack Daniels and Cokes, you know them cans. IPAs, red wine. I've got a lovely meal to cook tonight, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got a few snackaroonies, and as usual, we're going to talk loads of shite. You know it makes sense, Mandingos. This is going to be absolutely tremendous. I think from here, it should only take me 45 minutes to get to the top of Castle Crag, so it's not too bad. But I have hiked up it before, about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's like that. It's really steep, so this Mandingo will get a sweat on, which will make me really thirsty because my mouth will be as dry as a nun's snatcheroonie, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay then, my Mandy Dingles, I'll bring you legends back when we get to the top of Castle Crag. Howie! Oh! Here we are, my fan sexualities. I'm at the summit of Castle Crag. Fantastic views there, down onto Derwent Water. Keswick at the far end of it, and that highest peak up there is Skidder, or Skidder as the locals say. Skidder Medidas on my undy bedundies. This looks like about the best spot I can find to put the tent up. It's not perfect, as you can see. Kind of goes down in a little gully, and it might be a bit of a chew on to get the pegs in, but I'm in no rush, guys. I'm in no Ian rush. I'm going to get a nice Candingo out in a seconda. You've got the Borrowdale Valley down that way, but the wind seemed to be coming up in that direction as I was walking up. So being here is perfect. The Mondo Mandingos, as they say in the mountain villages of Patagonia. Absolutely fantastic. It's going to be one unbelievable, chilled out wild camp, back to basics, like the good old days, wild camping on the Blot Outdoor Show. Okay then, let's get this tent up. I'm going to have a can while I'm putting it up. When I bring you back, I'll have everything laid out. You know, it makes sense. That's us all set up for tonight, folks. A little bit windy, but with this little rocky outcrop thing here, you get down and it's blocking it. You better believe it is. Absolutely tremendous. So it has ended up being a good little spot. Absolute nightmare setting the tent up. I was on twice as long as what I normally am setting this tent up. The old Berghouse Cairngorm 2-man tent. You've got a little bit soil, you know, you've got a little bit earth, just about that thick, and then it's rock. It's proper rocky Marciano just underneath, so it's an absolute nightmare trying to find a little spot to get them down. You know, if you come out camping, guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I got there in the end. God loves a try. You better believe he does. Let's give you a quick look before we show you my gear. Get over here quickly, guys. Sorry about the wind noise. So yeah, got the Borrowdale Valley over there. You can't really see it from here, but look at that, man. Absolutely tremendous. There we have Derwent Water, and like I've already said, the highest peak over there in the distance, Skidder, or Skidder, as the locals say. Skidder Bedinner, I'm Undy Bedundies. I've got my camouflage Trekology chair there, guys. Let's just chuck that out the way, and that is the perfect place to sit and have a beer. So, however then, let's get on with it. I've already had 2 cans of these, Jack Daniels and Coke. Jimmy Lundy from Lundy's Bushcrafting Wild Camp will be jealous of me. He loves a Jack Daniels and Coke. You better believe he does. So yeah, I've had 2 of them. I've got 2 left. I'm going to have that next. Here's the IPA. This is just the Aldi Shite 5%. We have got the Aldi cheap bottle of red wine. I'll keep that later on to have with my steak. We have got, I've had a few shots of this, mind, when I've been sitting chilling. It was a half bottle, as you can see. It's less than half now. Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey. If you've been watching me, guys, over the last few weeks, you'll know I've done a review on that. I think it was only about 4 or 5 weeks ago, something like that, and it was on a Wednesday night wild camping video, so I'm not going to do a review on it again. And I've reviewed it before, like 2 years ago, I think, when I was out with Little Mick somewhere. But this was kindly given to me from a legend and a Sunderland fan, just like me. Little note on there. Hope you enjoy this, Chris. Love the channel. From a fellow Mackham, Kev, SAFC Johnson. SAFC means Sunderland Association Football Club. This guy knows what torture is all about, just like me, supporting Sunderland. You know, it makes sense. So yes, cheers Kev Johnson, my man friend. It is very much appreciated. I will enjoy a few shots. But for the world famous Wasky review, this is what we're going to have, guys. Right, bear with me, I don't know how you say it. Ardner Merkin, single malt Scotch Wasky. This one is the sherry cask finish, kindly given to me from a lovely couple by the names of James and Laura. They've actually given me a 4-pack of these. I think it's 3 or 4, all different flavours. The old 4-pack Shakur, you better believe it, guys. And they've also given us a couple of little shot dingles because they're massive Wasky fans. So a couple of shots from their personal collection. It's really nice of them. Thank you very much, James and Laura. I will certainly ding dang do a world famous review later on. Let's have a quick look inside before I show you all my Scrandingo, the old Jack Scraniels. Foil mat down. I've got my Unigear air mat. It's only a cheap and nasty thing, but does the job for me. 2-season OEX lighting bag. Whoops, I banged the camera there, guys. I've got my Baghdad there in the zip there. I've got all my power banks and my charging wires and all that shit. Hat and gloves if I need them. I normally put my hat on, as you know, for bedtime. Even when it's warm, I normally put that on. It's like a comfort thing. Do you know what I mean, guys? You've got to feel nice and comfy when you're out camping. I've got a warm jacket on there. Sorry, I haven't got it on. It's in the bag. I've got a warm jacket there, guys, in case I need it. Because although it's been a lovely day, and it's August, when you're in the Lake District, the weather can change just like that. And as you can see, look at this, man. Some nasty clouds coming over. When I first got here, it was lovely and hot, nice and sunny. And I had me 3-man nature hike summer tent, and I was going to use that, but I could see in the distance over there some naughty clouds coming over, and I thought, right, hold on, let's bring out the Berghaus 2-man tent. This is a bit better for if it gets windy and if there's like heavy rain. So yeah, that's why I've got this. It's not really ideal for summertime, but I'm expecting some heavy rain later on with all these clouds coming over. Anyway, hello guys, I'm talking too much shite already. I've only had a couple of shots of Wasky and a couple of Candingos of Jack Daniels and Coke. Right, for my main meal, I have got, lovely Raheem sirloin steak, a good old Raheem. And we have got some Mediterranean style vegetables, lovely jubbly, and we've also got some cheesy croquettes. That is definitely, unbelievably, 100% going to be a meal fit for a Mandingo, fit for this Mandingo. Snackaroonies. We've got a Walls all-day breakfast jumbo sausage roll. I'm going to have that and a couple of winnets when I shut my big mouth. We've got some barbecue steak strips. We've got some Italian Milano salami. Is that it, guys? A couple of Jurgen Cloffies, in case I fancy one, Inzy Morgan. And we'll just have some shortbread fingers. Some shortbread fingers, Inzy Morgan with a Jurgen Cloffy. Talking about shortbread, you know when I have them I normally say short arse, don't I? When I've got little Mick with us. Loads of people saying, is Mick okay? Is he coming back out soon? He was supposed to come out camping with me 2 weeks ago, like on a Saturday. And on the Friday night, he texted us and he was saying, Mandingo, what time are you picking us up tomorrow to go camping? So I was like, yes, little Mick's definitely coming out tomorrow. And then I woke up on the Saturday morning and he'd left us a message on my phone saying, oh, sorry guys. He said, oh, sorry Mandingo. He said, sorry Mandingo. I've got the Barry Whites. I've got bad guts. I can't make it. But he's definitely coming out with me soon. It's Tuesday night now. I'm here in the Lake District. On Saturday, I'm out on a wild camp with young Chris. And little Mick has promised me the Saturday after he's coming out on a camp. I don't know if it's going to be a wild camp or a stealth camp, but he's promises he's definitely coming out. Unless he's got the Barry Whites again. But he should be okay this time, guys. Alrighty, folks. I think I've covered everything It is now time for an all-day breakfast sausage roll. And what am I going to have? I'm going to wash it down with a hazy, cheap Aldi IPA. Bicycles. Cheers, Mandingos. Cheers, Mandingos. If it's raining, get inside the tent and have a little wasky. Woohoo! You know it makes total sense, Mandingos. Right. This is the way. The way of the Mandingo. Oh, yeah! You better believe it is, my Fandingos. Yes, Mandingos. Oh, just finishing off my third Candingo. The Jack Downs and Coke. I forgot to show you these earlier on. Knickknacks, scampi and lemon flavour. Reminds you of being a kid, doesn't it? I mean, a kid. Eating these. Well, the rain has stopped, but unbelievably, it is really chilly. I didn't think for one second I was going to have to put my down jacket on tonight, but I think I will. Because the temperature will drop again in another couple hours' time. Really, August, it's only the beginning of August. And this last few days it's been boiling hot. You get over here, you get up in the hills, and it's a different climate altogether, guys. That's why you've got to be prepared. Look, I'm no expert. I'm no Paul Mesner or MCM Outdoors. These guys know what they're talking about. They've been doing it for years. I'm just an idiot that likes to come out and have a good time. And a good laugh. That's why you guys join me every week. Because the snout special. Special? The snout special. You know what I'm talking to, snout. We just like to have a good laugh, don't we? Get out camping and talk some shite. Have a few whiskies. I do miss my wife, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I love coming out camping and doing this kind of thing 2 nights a week. But I do miss Mrs. Blott. You better believe I do. I'm only human. But having a packet of scampi crisps, it just makes me feel that Mrs. Blott is out camping with me. If you know what I'm talking about, come on ladies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm only joking. Luckily I've got a wife that's got a good sense of humour, like me. Oh yes, my fan sexuals. We're just warming up, guys. We're just warming up now. Most camping channels on YouTube, the videos are already finished by now, aren't they? 20 minutes or what have you. That's it. It's normally right, guys. That's it. I just want to say, leave no trace. Oh. You know what I mean, guys? Leave no trace. I do believe in the leave no trace thing as well, guys. But it does get a bit boring, doesn't it? When they're telling you every week. Yeah. 20 minutes into the video, or wherever it is, and we are just warming up. It's not even party time yet, man, dingos. I've got one more can of Jack D and Coke. We've got some Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey, kindly given me from Kevin Johnson. Cheers, Kevin, my man friend. A few shots of that. We've got the little miniature fuzzy world famous whiskey review. Oh yes, guys. We've got a lovely steak made to cook with Mediterranean vegetables and cheesy croquettes. You cannot whack it. You cannot whack it, as they say, in the deepest forest of the Congo. Oh yes, my Mandy Dingles. Alright, you guys. I am besting for a slash Gordon, a good old Jimmy Riddle. It is now time to drain the old Eddie Lizard, if you know what I'm talking about. I'll bring you back in a few little Winnie Mandelas and Neil Sadakas. Amazing. Oh. Bloody English summer. Oh well. We'll have another drink, guys. Well, that's my 4-can dingoes gone. I think we will have a few little shot-arounies, and there's definitely a few shots left in there. Cheers, Kev, SAFC, and Johnson. Ha ha. Cheers, man, dingoes. You know what makes sense. Tricycles. Matron. Is the glove of self-love. Yes. You better believe it, guys. Got the grass stuck to it. Tullamore Dew, Irish whiskies. Oh, pardonski. This is just our chillaxing whiskey for tonight. We have got another one for the world famous whiskey review. Cheers, man, dingoes. The rain has just eased off again. It's been on and off all night long, in the famous words of Lionel Blair. But I'm not complaining. I love it. I love that, me, when you're in the tent and you've got the sound of the rain coming down. The old Wayne Rooney, the old Lorraine Kelly, Quiche Lorraine. You better believe it, guys. Well, before I go out for a slash garden and drain the old Eddie Lizard, once again, we might as well answer a little question. And there's only one person, there's only one person asked me this, but I thought it was a good question. The question is, what was I like as a kid? A kid. What was I like? What was I into? So, if you're going to go right back to when I was a little skid, my earliest memories, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, I was obsessed with playing with toy cars. What were they called? Matchbox cars. Yeah. I used to love all that kind of shite. I was easily pleased. My mum and dad had it really easy with me. You better believe they did. Every week, if I was lucky, same harbour, they took us down to Woolworths. Obviously no more Woolworths. Then were the days, man, dingoes. And I would get to pick a new Matchbox toy car. And I'd pick one, and my mum would say, "You picked that one last week? What do you want to pick that one again for? You little shit." She didn't say that to us. I'm just like exaggerating there. What she didn't realise was, with me being a bit of a weirdo, I used to play in the back garden with the toy cars. And I used to play like crashes. So I'd want 2 cars the same, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'd get like a big rock, a big garden rock. And I'd smash the front, bosh, bosh, of one of the cars in, so it was crushed. So I'd have 2 cars the same. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? A good one and a bashed in one. So I'd have the good one, driving down the street, crashed into what have you. And then I'd swap that over with the one, you know, the same car, but the one I've just bashed in with a rock. There you go, a smashed in car. Recovery truck comes along, tows our way in the garage, comes out, swap the cars over again, you've got the good one. Do you know what I mean, guys? I know I've told you a few times before, my son Preston, if you're watching, I love you more than anything in the world. You're the best boy, you're the best son a dad could wish for. And I've told you, like, my son's got autism. Only like very mild autism. He's gone all the way through normal school and he's going to go to college soon. You know, and they're a special college, and he's as bright as a button. He's cleverer than me. If there's something he's into, oh my goodness, he knows everything. He knows the far end of a fart, as I see him do doing. He's super clever. But looking back to when I was a kid, looking at my son and looking at the way I was and the things I did and the things I said and my mannerisms and the way I am now, you know. I'm a bit of a lunatic and I come out camping. Have I got a bit of autism? I don't know, because I'm 46 and you legends, you know, if you're watching and you're my generation, it was totally overlooked back in the day, wasn't it? Mrs. Blott is convinced I've got a touch of the autismic, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. You know, she looks at me and she sees the way I am, and obviously my son is her son. Do you know what I mean, guys? And she sees our son, Preston, and she'll look at him and look at me and she'll say, You've got a touch of autism, like. And I'm like, what? Have I shied? But all jokes aside, sometimes I think to myself, maybe I have. But, you know, who gives a monkeys? Who gives a monkeys, guys? We're all different. We're all unique in our own little ways. But that's something I used to do when I was a little skid with me toy cars. As I started to get into me like teenage years, I was very immature for my age. Anyone that knows me from school, and I know there is quite a few legends, and I love you all, who I went to senior school with, we used to call it comprehensive school. Wait, I went to same comprehensive school. I don't know what they call it now. Is it high school, or is that an American thing? Who knows, if you've got a big nose. But yeah, but my senior school, after like junior school, it was called same comprehensive. And it was a good school, it was fantastic. It's moved now, it's been pulled down, they've built a new one. So if anyone knows me from there, they'll know me as probably being just a little cheeky chappy. No trouble, no violence, no a nasty kid, just a nice, well-mannered skid, if you know what I'm talking about. Good footballer, or if you're from America, soccer. Good runner, oh God, was I not? Going back to junior school, I was the fastest runner. I think I might have mentioned this before, a good year or so ago. Fastest runner, sprinting, long distance, long jump, high jump, anything to do with athletics. This Mandingo was number one. And it's no bullshit. You know, if I'm bullshitting, people will comment and say, I know you're from school, you're talking shite. When I got to senior school, same comprehensive, as I said, I was picked up straight away for the football team in the trials. No doubt about it, because I was like grease lightning. Grease lightning. Fast as lightning. My dad was the same. My dad actually used to play for Hartlepool United. Ronnie Young, his nickname was Bonnie Young. Why you Bonnie? Yeah. So I got that from my dad, being really fast. I'm just waffling all the crap now, aren't I? But by the time I got to about 13, 14, I was a late developer when it come to puberty, if you know what I'm talking about. So you had like lads, 13, 14-year-old, 6 foot, 6'2", hairy chests. You know, Jake the Snake Roberts, if you know what I'm talking about. Sideburns, just built like men. And I was still a little kid with a little penker, if you know what I'm talking about, my Mandy Dingles. So you couldn't keep up, even though I was naturally faster than them. I was still like a little kid, and then we're growing to men. So me running days and me football days were kind of over, because there was other lads bigger and stronger, so they were getting picked for the football team instead of us, and they were naturally faster because they were men, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm just going through my life. It's like the life of the Mandingo. Make sure this is still recording. It is. Because sometimes, you know, when your phone does that update thing and it just cuts off. Then I remember being about 16. I'm just going through stages here, you guys. Starting to get a little bit of a milk tash, you know, a little bit of a bum fluff there. I want to go to the town. When I say the town, that's Sunderland town centre. It's a city, Sunderland's a city, but we just call it town centre. Do you know what I mean? Oh, there's a few bugs flying about. Back then, if you want to get in the nightclubs, you didn't have to have like ID, like passport or driver licence, you know, facial ID. You used to just borrow your mate's birth certificate. So I tried to go in this nightclub called Bentley's. Anyone from Sunderland watching this, you know what I'm talking about. Bentley's at Homeside. So I tried to go in, I got knocked back. Yeah. So I went straight home. And a few weeks later I came back. I grew my hair a bit longer, you know, like curtains which was the style at the time. Grew me little milk tash, a bit thicker, not much thicker like. Borrowed me mate's birth certificate. I remembered all the things in his birth certificate, his mum and dad's name, his date of birth, all that shite. And the doorman stopped us and he asked the questions and I had it. I had the gift of the gab. Go on then son, get in. I was like that. Yes, I couldn't believe it. 16, 17-year-old, wherever I was, I think I might have been just turned 17. I'm in a nightclub for the first time in my life. Fantastic. Bentley's probably the shittest nightclub in the city of Sunderland. But I'm thinking I'm the bee's knees. Yeah, so once I got the taste, guys, for that, I used to go abroad every year with my mum and dad. I was very lucky. Single child. My mum and dad both worked. We used to go abroad every year. Been all over America, all over Europe. So, yeah, I'm very lucky that way, guys. Why I'm cultured. I chose Benidorm for my first lad's holiday. All the places where we're going to go, where we're going to see. We're going to take in some ancient civilization. Yes, where we're going to go? Benidorm. You better believe it, man, dingoes. 4 of us were booked, 1 lad dropped out. So 3 of us went to Benidorm. Oh my goodness. Right, I can't even begin to tell you the shit that went on. 17-year-old in Benidorm, first time away from your parents. If I tell you what went on then, I'll guarantee you 100% I will get Antonio bandingoed off YouTube straight away within a Winnie Mandela. So all I can say is we had a fantastic time. Yes. But after that, I was obsessed with going abroad. So living at home with my parents, I was 25-year-old. And I've always been a grafter, a good worker. Hammering the overtime. Doing little side jobs for cash in hand. Saving every single penny up. I was going abroad from being 17-year-old till I was like 25, 26. 3-4 times a year. Even if it was just getting cheap flights and going away for 3 or 4 nights. I was going away 3 or 4 times a year, every year. For like 8 years. Having the time of my life. Magaluf, Benidorm, Faliraki, Kavos, Malia, Las Americas. We went to Gran Canaria, played at Ingles and Gran Canaria. There's a few more places. Like Sunny Beach in Bulgaria. We went to Amsterdam and places like that, you know. My mind's gone blank. There's about another 5 places I need to say, but my mind has gone blankety blank. The old blankety blank, check, pen and book, if you know what I'm talking about. But 27, 28-year-old, working as a doorman in Sunderland City Centre. The beautiful Mrs. Block caught my eye, or should I tell a lie? I caught her eye. She was the one that made a move on this mandingo. Oh yes, you better believe it. I was a catch back in the day, guys. I wasn't a fat, ugly bastard with a big, fat, hairy, spotty arse like I am now. I was a good-looking lad. I was in good shape. 6-pack, muscly chest. Oh yes, this mandingo was a stunner. I'm only joking, guys, but that's the truth. Mrs. Blood did make the move on this mandingo. Obviously, I was like, you will ding-dang do for me. And the rest is history. So the lads' holidays were then a thing of the past, if you know what I'm talking about. But I've done it. I could write a book. You better believe I can. And I might even do that one day. If I wrote a book, guys, oh God, it would be a bestseller. I'm talking shite now. Right, guys, I think I've talked shite for long enough. I've answered the question. The question only was, what was it into when I was a skid? And I've took you through all the different stages of my life. My life now is, you know, I make YouTube videos. I've left the factory. I'm very fortunate. I've got an absolute bunch of legends of subscribers who tune every week. Cheese mandingos. I'm just a family guy now. I'm a little bit of a Peter Griffin. I've got his figure. You know, it makes sense. I've got my lovely son, my beautiful wife, 2 fantastic stepdaughters and 3 amazing grandkids. I've got no doubt there's more grandkids going to come in the future. And another thing I've got is absolutely unbelievable community, an unbelievable bunch of subscribers, and that goes down to you. So cheers, guys. I have waffled enough shit. That's one thing I'm good at, talking shite. And no good thing at, but right. I'm going to end now because shit, I've just dropped my whiskey. We'll cut this now. I think I've talked shite for too long. Cheers, Mandingos. Fuck's sake. Right. Oh, yes, my fansexuals. You know what time it is. Wasky time. This is what we have got this week. Ardner Merkin. Sherry cask finish. I've got 4 bottles of these from James and Laura. Thank you, James and Laura. Very much appreciated. And on the back, in tiny little writing, which you can't see, it tells you which one it is. And this one is the Sherry cask finish. Oh, yes. Come on, Mandingos. Let's get this popped in. The old famous Cub Dingo, Mandingos. Ha ha. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That sound of the wasky going inside the old famous Cub Dingo means it's time to get the old bakeroni in it. Here we go. Oh. Like fruity, dry fruits. Fruity, dry fruits. Give that a swirl around there. Peat. Like a very slight peat. When you sometimes get some peaty waskies, the peat is very overpowering. That's just very mild. Your mild cigar. Give that a swirl around, guys. Yeah, so like dry fruits. Very slight peat tongue. And there is a smokiness to it. Once again, it's not overpowering. It's not blasting up the old Nostradamus. And I'm having a big snifferoonie. And I've got quite a big Nostradamus. And that didn't blow my cap off. It's quite mild. Maybe like a little bit of a nut thing going on. Swirl around again. Have another sniff dingo before we have a taste around it. I would say that's, for me, I would say that's hazelnuts. Anyway, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Mice. Oh, nice. Oh, a lovely burneroonie down the old throat dingo. Not in a nasty way, in a nice way. You know, like a nice kick. You know, you've heard me say loads of times, I like a nice little bit of a kick to a wasky rather than it being weak as piss. There's a sweetness about it. It's got a kick. And it's got a sweetness, like sweetness and a kick at exactly the same time. Oh yes. Let's have another blast. Now after the third taste, you can taste that sherry mixed in with the whiskey. Obviously it's been stored in sherry casks because this is the sherry cask finish. I'm not going to bullshit you, I didn't get it in the old sniff dingo up me Nostradamus. I could have said the obvious straight away and went sherry, but I didn't. We're in the taste there now. After the third taste, fourth taste. There is that little bit of a sherry thing going on. But it's like a sherry infused taste. It's not a massive sherry taste. It's there. It is mixed in with the whiskey. It's complex. It's there for the whiskey expert. I nearly said, I was almost going to say like Eskimo there. It's there for a whiskey Eskimo. I tell you what, if I was living up in the snow, in the freezing cold, I would be a whiskey Eskimo. You better believe I would. What am I talking about? Yes, guys, for a whiskey expert like me, I can just taste that sherry in there. It's very mild, mixing with a whiskey taste and a nuttiness to it. Did I say nutty in the smell? I think I did. I think I said hazelnut in the smell. It's hard to tell you what type of nut it is in the taste, but it is like a smoky nuttiness to it in the taste, but it's really nice. It is very enjoyable indeed, guys. Oh my god, what have I done with the bottle? I do the same thing every week, don't I? I've put the bottle down somewhere, guys. God knows where I put it. I found it. I found it. My Mandy Dingles. Let's have another blast. The smoke. I drank that there and I got a taste and I got a smell at exactly the same time. It's almost like, reminds of being a skid, you know, like a bonfire smoke. And you only go to bonfire night, or you're with your mates and you're making a fire up somewhere. It's almost like a bonfire smoke type of taste and smell. Down the hatch, Mandy Dingles. Yeah. Got a bit of a kick. Lovely and warm. Oh, that is really warming my throat up. Just what I need. Because although it's August and it's a summer night, it has got chilly. You can see me, I'm totally wrapped up now. High up in the hills here. You can taste that sherry kick mixed in with the whiskey, like a bonfire smoke. There's a nuttiness to it. Oh, yeah, a caramel thing going on. That just come through late there. As the smokiness has died down, the caramel has come through. It's really, really nice. Oh, there's a little Dregaroni in there. Arden American, sherry cask finish. I don't know how well the camera is picking the writing up there, guys. I'll come in close to you and I'll zoom back out. Arden American, kindly given to me from James and Laura. Sherry cask finish, because the bottles all look the same but say sherry cask on the back. I'm going to give that, wow, a 9.2. Oh yes, guys, all the whiskies lately have been getting big scores. I'm so lucky. Oh, I am so lucky to have, like I've said 100 times before, 1,000 times before, the best subscribers Pardonsky, a YouTuber, could wish for. You're the greatest. And that's a 9.2 from me. Arden American sherry cask finish. Oh. The smells coming off this is unreal. We're gonna part cook, or should I say half cook, the Mediterranean veg dingoes. Then we're going to cook the Raheem sirloin steak with the cheesy croquettes. We will then put the steak on the plate to rest for 2 or 3 Winnie Mandelas, and then we will pop these Mediterranean vegetables back in the old pansexual. The old pansexual. Sexual. And that will be a meal ready to eat for this mandingo. You better believe it will. Oh, it smells lovely, guys. And this is just the smells of the veg. Wait till the steak gets in, and I add some of this garlic and herb salt. Right, let's get this veg flipped over. I'll bring it back when the steak is in the old pansexual. The old pansexual. Sexual. Raheem sirloin steak and cheesy croquettes are ready, guys. We will let that steak settle for 2 or 3 Winnie Mandelas while this Mediterranean veg, oh yes, guys, we'll let that blast through. It was already park cloaked, the old captain cloaked, so it shouldn't take too long, mandingos. Oh yes, come on, guys, it is time to get stuck into this Jack Scraniels, the old Scrandaniels. Do you know what I'm talking about? You've got no idea how good it smells. Oh, come on, let's cut a little bit of this steak. Sorry guys, this little plastic table, it's a bit wobbly. That's just the way it goes, guys. Get a courgette on there. Wow. Oh my goodness, how soft and tender is that steak. The table is caving in. We'll put that there, mandingos. It's probably better off on the solid ground. Sellers me table. Let's get a bit of pepper. Oh, a little bit of pepper, a little bit more courgette. Oh my goodness. I've also got the steak marinated in garlic and herb salt, just for a nice little bit of flavour in it, guys. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's get a cheesy croquette. These croquettes, you can just eat them cold, straight out of the packet. Breadcrumbs on the outside, cheese and red onion. But as you've seen, I've had them cooking next to the steak in the old pansexual. Oh God. Everything just tastes a million times better when you're in the outdoors, guys. But I always enjoy a steak when I'm out camping. Nice big bit of pepper on there, guys. Me and Mrs. Blott, we cook together, we make our meals together. She does most of the cooking, to be honest, but she's not a steak person. She loves gammon, she loves a pork chop, fajitas, anything with chicken, you know, roast dinners, beef, you know, like slow cooked beef in the slow cooker, beef baguettes. But for whatever reason, she doesn't like a steak. You know, when you're having a steak the way I've got it now, cooked, a nice steak cooked for a man, for a mandingo. She doesn't like this, so I'd take this chance now when I'm out camping to have a nice steak. And it's a real treat, guys. You better believe it is. Oh, we'll get some more pepper on there. And a bit of tomato. Oh, come on. Look at that. You cannot tell me that's not sensational. Wow. Oh God. Well folks, I'm going to be on with this, taking my time for another few Winnie Mandelas. And I don't think you want to sit through another 10 minutes of this, me munching glad back of the way, making sex noises while I'm eating. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn the old camaraderie off. Oh yes. And I'll bring you back, because it's very late now. It's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll bring you back when it's time to say bonjour and good night Vienna. Rice cakes. Yes, my pansexualities. It is bedtime now. I need to get some wee sleep. I'm very tired. I've just remembered I've got this cheap bottle of red wine from Aldi. I was keeping it for my steak meal and I forgot all about it. Wait not, want not, as they say in the back streets of Belfast, Brooklyn and Berlin. You better believe they do. So guys, I'm going to drink this over the next couple of Winnie Mandelas. I might have a little cheeky look at my phone, check my YouTube studio, see if I've got any new subscribers. If I have, thank you very much to all you new legends, and obviously thank you very much to all you legends who've been subscribed for a while. I love each and every one of you. It's now time for me to say bonjour, good night Vienna and Vorsprung Dirk technique, and I'll see you legends first thing in the morgen at coffee time. Lice. Ugh. Good morning, Mandingos. As you can see, I've slid down here where I've put the tent in this little gully. It's 9:30, Mandingos, and the weather sounds a bit shit outside there, so I'm not going to hang around like I did on the last wild camp. I'm going to get up, quick pee, good old Slash Gordon, and we're going to pack away. I'll make myself a coffee. That only takes a couple of minutes. I'll have a couple of biscuits. But yeah, I'm bursting. I'm going to piss myself. Pardon my French Canadian. I'll bring you back in a few seconds. That's me all packed away, guys. As you can see, obviously, that's where I had the tent. I've already got my Baghdad on my old Baccaroni. It's time to make like a tree and split. Come on, no messing about. The weather's getting worse. And I don't want to get stuck there, packing my gear away if the rain gets any heavier. Downhill all the way. Should only take 45 minutes to get back to the bottom of the bill. So there we go, folks. That's it. That's the end of this week's Wednesday night wild camping adventure. It's been absolutely fantastic. As you can see, the heavens has opened. It's lashing down. So I'm getting off that hill just at the right time. If you know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. If you've enjoyed it, guys, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. It really does help the channel. And I just want to say a massive thank you to all you legends for tuning in every week. Right. Please join me on Friday, guys, for my next takeaway review ski, and on Sunday night for another serious stealth camp. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Mice.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.